So here we are. It's November 20th or something like that. And sitting here with Josephine, Joe Lisa, Mistretta parties in front of the swimming pool. So Mama, take a look at the camera. You're on camera, darling.
Oh, hello. Hello there.
Yeah.
Everything's lovely. Such a beautiful day. Arthur and I are going to the French Quarter. We're going to have some beignets and coffee. And whatever comes up, it's got to be good because Arthur's in town.
And
he knows where to go.
Actually, today we're going to go to Commander's Palace. I'm taking the girls out for lunch today. It's going to be Joanne,
What girls?
Nicole, Joanne, and you.
Oh, yeah? You treat not?
No, Joanne's got a gift certificate that she's going to pay for Nicole and herself with, and I'm treating you.
Oh, okay.
So that's the story. So, Josephine.
Take some at the Commander Palace.
Take
pictures that say
Well, I'll take pictures. So tell everybody when you were born, where you were born.
Okay, my audience that are listening, my son would like me to say where I was born, when, and where. Well, wonderfully, we were born in the French Quarter. All the Italians seem to accumulate there. Any of the Italians that comes to New Orleans, don't ask me how. They go in the French Quarter. Why, how? That's all they were told. That's where to go or something. And they all opened up their own business. They had their families. We all got together now and then. We had wonderful times. And even though it was during the Depression, it was, luckily my father was still working, had his own ice business. So we really didn't have to hurt for too much. We had good food.
Yeah.
We had nice clothes. So we were okay. As years goes on, it seems as though I got married.
You did get married.
Yeah,
you say, when were you born?
I was born March 29th, 1922.
And were you born in the French Quarter?
Yes, born and reared in the French Quarter.
All right. So we're back with Josie. So born in the French Quarter.
Reared in the French Quarter for many years until I married Marty Parties.
Now, wait a minute. Marty was not your first husband.
Oh, you're going to the first husband? That's going to be a long tape.
Well, you got 3 kids. So, let's see. First husband was?
Henry Laborde.
And you had a baby with him?
I did. He and I went to the same school together. That's where we met. He was a wonderful athlete, and he had a nice figure.
And
a charming person.
And your baby with Henry?
Was Robert Laborde.
Yeah. And
then Henry was killed during the war. And later, much later, I married Lawrence Ovino, what we call Larry. That is Joanne's father. And I had his child, Joanne, October, Halloween Day.
Yeah.
By rights. And everything's been wonderful. She's doing fine. She has a good job, very smart, and very beautiful, too. All I have is wonderful things to say. The only sad part is that I lost my son, Robert. Didn't he get wounded during the war or something?
No, he had a heart transplant.
Oh,
and
that's right.
Yeah, but
his daddy died during the war.
His father died during the war.
Right.
Husband number 3.
Who's 3? Marty?
No.
Larry?
No.
Oh, you ain't talking about Tony. I announced that thing a long time ago.
No. The one that I came from.
Oh, Bobby Williams. I thought you already announced.
No.
Well, you weren't my first, but Joanne was my first.
No.
Robert was my first.
Yeah, so we talked about Henry, we talked about Larry, we have been talked about Bubby.
Oh, well, let's talk about Bubby. He was the best baker in the city of New Orleans. What a beautiful decoration he's done. It was unbelievable. Everybody wanted him. There should have been about 5 Bubby Wheels. He was a hard worker, good man. I think he liked the races too. Yeah.
He liked his Dixie beer too, huh?
Well, anyway, everything worked out fine. But he was killed in the service.
No, you all divorced, and then you married Tony, and then you married Marty.
Tony, that was without having a few drinks. That only lasts a month. Got rid of that fast.
That lasted about a year or 2.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, I was there.
Stayed married to him that long?
Maybe 3.
I didn't even love him.
Well, that's what you did.
I must have liked him.
And then
he
you married.
took care of me like a baby, you know, give my feet just that good.
Oh, he loved you. He's crazy about you. And then you married Marty in the 70s. You all have been married for almost 35, maybe 35 years.
I'm trying to think where I met him. Oh, he came
Tell
in
the story.
Gotchos. I met Marty working in Gotchos.
I think it was Paulette and Panito.
I think it was Gotchos.
Okay.
Anyway, he came in to sell advertisement to put in the
Yellow Pages.
Yellow Pages. And that's how he and I became acquainted. And while we were waiting for him to interview our owner, our boss, whoever was at the time, so I excused myself where he could have his talk and make his sale, which he did, and he was very successful. Not a lazy man. He's conscientious. He moves. If he can't catch you one time, he'll catch you another time. He was not lazy. He was good. Top salesman. And what did I have? One child from him?
No, you didn't have any. You have a stepson from him, Stephen.
Any of the children, Marty?
No.
Well, Marty missed a boat. I had 3 children. He had 1, so that was enough. So actually, we wanted to enjoy our old time, our age, traveling and doing things but being bothered with no teenagers, since I already had 3 and he had 1. But his doctor became a very famous doctor. Does real well for himself, and the rest of us did well. Very interesting life growing up. I lived. If anybody lived, that I was the next Rosalind Russell. I lived. I partied all the time. I was very popular. I was beautiful. I had a nice figure. I had everything anyone would like to share with anyone. I had wonderful times, millions of friends. God, I could have had 50 husbands if I wanted.
You led the parade, right, Josephine?
I led the parade. I did real well. I was in the crew of Adonis. I got beautiful costumes. I still have 1 or 2 that I saved. I had a great time. I'm not cheated. I've taken many trips. My daughter and I decided to quit our jobs because we wanted to go to Italy. In fact, many other parts all over the world. So there was a fantastic tour being given by, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, we went with him and a group of people, and we had a wonderful time.